I think a lot of women struggle with this, and it's just not something a lot of people talk about because it is so hard and it's so personal. I found out I was pregnant Sunday morning, and I decided to stop taking pregnancy tests because I was so disappointed every month that I wasn't pregnant. So I just thought when I was late, I'll wait another day. And then I waited the next day, and I went downstairs and I was like, okay, I just have them. I'm gonna take the pregnancy test. So I took my clear blue pregnancy test, and I saw I was pregnant, and I couldn't even believe it. I was shocked. I was crying. I ran upstairs like, Spencer, Spencer's pregnant! And Gunner's like, why are you crying? What's happening?
I think I was confused because it was like, I didn't know she was, I thought she'd stopped taking pregnancy tests. So, and usually she says she's gonna take a pregnancy test, and so all of a sudden she just runs. I wasn't prepared. I think I was like making oatmeal or something. I don't know. It was so much happened so fast. It wasn't, yeah, it was exactly like that. I was like, what?
I literally ran upstairs and I was crying and I was so excited, but I could hardly talk because I was so overwhelmed with emotions. And then I thought I couldn't see it right. Like I thought I was playing tricks on myself. And I'm like, right, that's what it says. I'm like shoving it in his face. He's like, oh my gosh, I'm trying to have coffee.
I was like, I think there's pee on this. This is pretty early to have pee on my face. But yeah, and I didn't know that they were so accurate. So I was like, is this?
Oh, you need one and that's it.
Yeah, I was like, are you sure this is for real? And it was for real. Yeah. She went down and did another one just to double check.
Oh, you did? You took 2 tests then? Just to double check.
Yeah, just to double check, I took another test. The next day I took another test. So I am just getting past the first trimester. Breaking news, Spencer. This week, I'm 13 weeks pregnant.
Yesterday, we go to the doctor, and she got so excited to hear the heartbeat, and I was like, wait, that wasn't a given at this point? And I was like, maybe you should have prepped me for this. I almost fainted. I was like, wait, what's going on here? It was pretty intense. I love doctors' visits.
I'm so excited about this. I couldn't be more excited. I don't know who I'm the most excited for, myself or Gunner or Spencer. So I just felt like something was missing. I felt like a person was missing in our family that I had this intense love for. And I kept praying about it. I'm like, if I'm not meant to have another kid, because I had accepted that at this point, I just wanted to not have that desire so strongly. And I just wasn't sure if it was gonna happen or not. And yeah, I just get so emotional, but I'm really excited.
It's been an emotional year and a half roller coaster.
Yeah.
So, it's been a lot of crying, not personally, but Heidi's been crying a lot for the year and a half. It was just like every month, just here, like, oh, here we go, and like, and I was like, when it happens, it happens. But Heidi didn't want to do it that way, so she just wanted to keep.
I tried really hard to do it that way. I was like, okay, this month I don't care. I just don't care. It's all good. I'm cool.
Maybe it was longer than a year and a half, but it was so long that at this point, I don't know if I have any emotion left because it was like, it was very challenging.
Yeah.
I'm due December 1st, but Gunner came 3 weeks early, so I'm kind of planning on that. So we'll see. We do know if it's a boy or girl, but it's a secret for now.
Oh, wait, we're not saying it?
You gotta come to the gender reveal.
Yeah. Part 2, we'll see you there.
There's gonna be no explosive devices, though. It'll be all just little.
Oh, really? I got the pop thing. It's confetti.
There's always a negative, gender reveal story I hear on the news.
I love cake. Great.
Yeah, cake. Cake's safe.
Great. Oh, we have baby names. The thing is, I had a list from last baby names too, and I have this one name that I really wanted to use for the last one, but I don't know, we'll see.
What's wrong with the name?
I love the name, so we'll see
sure.
if I can get Spencer to agree. It's been quite the journey for the past year and a half trying to get pregnant. I got pregnant the first month with Gunner, and it was just so easy, and everything was so easy. So after 6 months of trying, I started getting a little concerned. And then it hit a year and I was pretty concerned because that's technically like infertile. And it just was really emotional. And I think a lot of women struggle with this, and it's just not something a lot of people talk about because it is so hard and it's so personal. And I felt really blessed having Gunner and having such a beautiful, healthy son. So I was trying not to be ungrateful for my life and for what I do have. And at the same time, it's just such a deep longing in my heart that I had, wanting a sibling for Gunner and wanting to expand our family. So I decided not to do fertility treatments, and I just was like, whatever is meant to be. And at that point, I had kind of thought, I didn't know if we were gonna have more kids or if it was meant to be for us. So when I did get pregnant, I was shocked and so excited and beyond thrilled. And I'm still so excited every day, but this pregnancy also has had more difficulties. Even in the beginning, like I had some bleeding and that was really scary and I never experienced that. What?
Why don't you tell how Heidi one day comes up to me and she's like, I think my cervix is falling out.
Oh, no.
And I'm like, I'm not a anatomy expert or whatever, but that didn't sound
I didn't say falling out. I said, I think my cervix is low. You keep making that falling out.
You said I can feel it.
Yeah, I can feel it. I think it's low. I didn't say anything's falling out. You keep saying this.
I remember it clearly. So
it's not true.
It was a long weekend until she
really dramatic.
It was.
Yeah. So, anyways, everything was fine.
And then she got on Google, which you do not. So then she all of a sudden, she's like, people have pregnancies with the cervixes falling out.
I didn't say falling out low, but it does make a really challenging issue. And so I just was concerned because it took me so long to get pregnant, and I did have that surgery with all the polyps removed, and I just thought that maybe my body wasn't able to carry the baby. So it just was a lot more at stakes. And I thought maybe there was scarring from my first pregnancy, which there is for a lot of women, and just things are different. So my doctor was like, no, things just start swelling and moving and, TMI. But anyways, everything was fine.
So the moral is don't get on Google on a long weekend because you don't see the doctor until Monday. So I'll never forget that Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
And then I did have a little bit of bleeding, which I was really concerned. I thought maybe I was having a miscarriage, and one of my friends just had one. And so it was just so fresh in my head, and I had never experienced that before, thank God. And it really shed light on that too, and what women experience for that. So for me, this has been a really eye-opening experience, what pregnancy can be for a lot of women. The first time I had it, everything was so great and so easy, and I was like, whatever, is pregnancy stuff so easy, but it's not that way. So it's given me a whole different version of pregnancy and empathy and love for what everyone is going through with pregnancy. It's such a fun thing, and it's such a high stakes situation at the same time. From start to finish, it took about 18 months to get pregnant, and it was definitely a journey for us going through that. And for me personally, it just gave me such a deeper love for Spencer and the endless support that he would always give me and reassurance. And as much as I would try to convince myself and be like, it's fine, like I just still would get really upset, but he was just so loving and supportive and reassuring, and just gave me that strength. And I just felt like I had never been so tested on something every month. So he just was really, it was really great.
Such a journey. I would say Heidi wanted to have another kid immediately after. I feel like if anything, we decided as a team to push it off, and then the pandemic pushed it even farther. So I think it was supposed to be just right away, like all of her friends.
Yeah, ideally I wanted 2 or 3 years apart, and now they'll be 5. But I think that actually works better for our family because we were able to give so much to Gunnar, and he's in a place where he can be more helpful. And also, he hadn't slept. He just started sleeping this year. So
This week.
this week. So it.
His 3rd day of sleeping.
Right. So that sleep deprivation was really challenging, and at one point, that's what made us decide to push it back because I thought I can't get 1 less minute of sleep or I'm gonna crack. So I needed him to sleep. I needed him to sleep, and he's in a good place. So it really is the perfect timing for us to have the baby now. I'm feeling better. It's been a rough pregnancy. Morning sickness was really intense. I was so incredibly tired that at points I didn't think I could move, and I'm trying to be a good mom to Gunnar and run around, and at some point I just said to Spencer, like, you gotta take him swimming or somewhere. So it's been a little more intense, and then Gunnar's been sick from school on and off, and then I get what he gets, and then with the bleeding.
And they make sure to give it to me.
You never get
You
sick.
cough right in my face.
Oh my gosh.
On purpose.
Oh my gosh. That is such a horrible thing to say.
I think so.
But I'm excited to go into the 2nd trimester. I feel like I have more energy. I'm feeling better. I'm feeling less nauseous. I feel more confident about the pregnancy, and it's not so fearful about miscarriages.
Just yesterday, we're fearing that the baby didn't have a heartbeat.
I just was excited to hear it. That's
Let me know when we're not doing fear anymore.
So I'm feeling more confident because the 1st trimester, there's such high risk of miscarriage. So going into the 2nd trimester and getting all the tests back saying that the chromosomes are great and everything looks good is really reassuring.
I don't think that was the plan. I think we were supposed to get pregnant on the show, and then the show just kept on filming and didn't happen, but right?
Yeah, I think it was just a natural progression of what was happening in our lives, and we share what we're going through, and I think that was important to share on Instagram and other situations because a lot of people are going through the same thing, and it creates that support and love. You know, I've had a lot of people reach out and say thank you so much for sharing that. It made me feel better. It helped me through it. It gave me new ideas and inspirations of what I should do. So there's a lot of glamorized things on social media, and there's a lot of things other people are going through. So I think it's a great opportunity to share.
I think he's the most excited in the family, maybe.
Gunnar is the most excited to be a big brother.
By far.
He's
I think he's
excited.
the most excited for the baby.
Gunnar talks to the baby all the time, and right before I got pregnant, a few days before, he was praying and said, God, please, I want a baby right now. And I said, how are you gonna feel if that doesn't happen? And he goes, it's okay, God has the best plan. But he knew I was pregnant, and he kept saying, I need a brother to copy me or a sister to copy me. And I said, I don't know, buddy.
And then like 3 nights later, he's like, didn't he say something like, please have a baby, where's the baby? And then you like cried, and I was like,
did.
oh
So
my
Gunnar
God.
just kept
This is
asking
getting
for a
worse.
baby, and I just started feeling worse because he wanted one so badly, and he's saying, this friend has a baby, and this friend has a baby. So every day he talks about kissing the baby and naming the baby, and we're really including him in all the different parts of it, and that's why I wanted to give him a little teddy bear that says Big Brother on it, so he just felt some kind of love from the baby immediately. He's so excited. Originally, Gunnar just wanted a brother, and that's all he wanted, and then I had to entertain the thought, like, you might have a sister. And he started getting excited towards that. So he's just excited for a baby.